Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I already mixed my colors, so I hope you don't mind, but during the video I can tell you what I've done. Yeah, I'm getting now my piping bags ready. I just didn't want the video to be too long because it's already over 10 minutes and yeah, I thought it's better. I really hope you don't mind. So I'm pouring a flower in the magical mold. It's a coaster mold from Molds and Shapes. And I'm just going along those big bows, I call them, of the magical mold. And what I'm using is white pigment paste. It's the angel white, and I mixed it with the interference gold. Both colors are from Laura's Art Corner. Actually, I also need to admit I had a big mess when I started my video. I wanted to put the interference gold into my white resin mix and I dropped the jar, so a little bit went into my angel white. But I think Laura will provide me a new angel white anyway. So yeah, now I have an interference gold angel white. Well, it just sometimes happens when you are too hasty and yeah. But you see what I'm doing now with my flower. I just follow the petals or my pattern, and I'm doing really each layer for every coaster. You see it. And I'm taking my time. My resin was already getting quite warm. It was a warm day, so it's really thickened up. And yeah, it's the Ultra Cast resin from Stefanietta. It's at the moment a resin I really adore for the flower technique. When you mix your white, please always consider not to use too much of the white pigment paste. Otherwise you risk that your resin is dropping. I hope you don't mind that I like to pour flowers. I had some critics, that too much flowers getting poured in the internet, but I simply adore this technique, and I always try to use different pigments that I alter, different ways of pouring with different materials. So I hope you still bear with me. But I find this technique so challenging, and when it works, it has such a beautiful result. Now I'm making like little, very thin petals at the smaller bows. You see it there. And yeah, I'm really taking my time. You can also see that the flowers are already blooming very, very much, which I really like. And now I'm taking my red, and the red is the Sassy Red from Laura's Art Corner. And I put a little bit of an Hypershift red color in there. But I'm not sure if you can see it later. I think not. I don't know. I didn't discover it. But anyway, I'm following the outer lines of my flowers, but only the big lines or the bigger petals, as you see. And there was something again in my resin. And yeah, I noticed that I missed something. I missed one of the smaller petals, but I'm sure that some people of you already noticed this. This happens sometimes because you are so concentrated in what you are doing that it just simply happens. And look at this red. I really adore it. it already looks good from this side, but of course I'm so curious about the other side later. The Sussy Red is also from Laura's Art Corner. I asked Laura quite a while ago, you know, if she had a good red, and she'd suggested it. Then she forgot to send it. Yeah, and then I finally received it, and I'm so happy about it. So this will be also nice for some Christmas pours. I'm already looking forward using it. And then I decided here to make a second layer of the bigger petals, just to have a stronger red. And what I actually want to achieve is that the red shines through the white, so that it's not as dominant, but you will see later what I mean. So now the last one. By the way, the mold is the magical mold, as I already said, from Molds and Shapes. As usual, I link them into my description box, and if you use the promo code BD5, you get 5% discount. Their molds are so amazing. I adore them. From the very beginning, when I had their molds, I hardly used any other molds, and for the last at least 1.5 years, I'm only using their molds. So now I'm taking the champagne glass bits and I put them into those centers. You saw that the center was still rather clear. I'm also popping them a little bit with my dotting tool into the center, a little bit down. And now I'm just making swirls around the glass stones. Very gently. I try not to hit the button. Or the bottom, not the button, the bottom. Sometimes. So that I'm not having any marks on my molds. Even with the dotting tool, I think it can still happen, but it's not as dangerous, of course, like with a stick. So now a quick torch. And then I was thinking about how can I put a little bit more interest in the flowers. So I thought I just drag the petals a little bit at the very end to the outside. So there's just this little hint of more interest in there. I don't know if you like it, but at that moment I thought it's a good idea. Doing this for all coasters because I like to have always a set of 4. I think it's nice. So anyway, this is a close-up and you can see how nicely the petals are lying and how they are already closed. And I really, really like the pour. I like this red. I adore it. Yeah, I'm so happy so far, if I may say so. So this is the next day, and actually 12 hours later, and I can already demold. I told you it was a warm day and the resin cures rather fast. So I'm very curious how they turn out on the other side. But actually this side is also already very, very good. So you could use them from both sides, but then they would need a top coat on that side. But anyway, let's have a look. Look at that. That's what I wanted. I wanted this hint of red shining through, and yeah, I'm glad I achieved it because I really like this this delicate red tone. And the next one, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit off camera, but you can see the result. I'm really sorry, but sometimes you just don't see what you are doing. And yeah. With this, I love and leave you. I wish you all a very good evening. And yeah, if you like my video, give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, I would be happy if you would do. And of course, leave me a comment. And the last picture I adore very much. You will see it in a second. Okay, take care. Bye bye. Your Petra.